Okay, I'm about to take you to my crafting area, and it's on the second floor, but it's in an open space. So here we go. Sit back and get ready to just have a girl chat video. Let's get this party started. Kind of feel like pink, but not really. Let's go. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm about to take you to my crafting area, and it's on the second floor, but it's in an open space. So here we go. You got the view as if you're coming upstairs. This is my caddy, and this is a little organizer thing that my kids got me for Christmas. And then in here is yarn, and there's some patterns and things like that. Here's my reading chair. I also sit and knit, and will sit and knit in that with my prayer shawl, actually prayer blanket that I'm making, and I'll show you that in a minute. Those are all my books. They are not organized yet. And I don't have any type of theme. I just wanted places for all the little whatnotty things that I have. This is a clown, a porcelain one that my sister-in-law brought me back from overseas. There's some Maya Angelou quotes. These are some hats that I made, which I actually wear, so they just kind of house them. Here's a crystal turtle that I also got from my sister-in-law from overseas. And I say me, but it's both myself and my husband. More books, more books. Here is, I love these handcrafted puzzles. These are some little whatnotty babies. Little baby, little Coco baby. And this was from Germany. This is what my daughter and I use to store our yarn scraps. So we've kind of made a little task of it that we do. And up there is another vase. And this is the chair. It's an old chair, which is why it looks like this. But this is the one I actually sit in to sew. But you'll see the one that I actually work in. And so here's the open space. It's our office, the kids' bedrooms. And then here is my prayer blanket. And my mannequin, don't worry about her dirty shirt. That's like super old. And she's about to get a Gods in It or 2 shirt. I have it, but I haven't put it on her yet. Here is a drawer that I organize. This top drawer is where I put items that I know I want to record. Like I just record my yarn box unboxings. So those are going to be organized and put with my other yarn box yarn. Down here is all of my knitting needles and my crochet hooks. Also my meter for weighing yarn and my meter for, it's a little thing where you can tell how much yarn you have to measure it. And then down here is yarn for, fabric for a project that I'm working on with some flannel and some satin. That is my sewing machine, and I actually have space for it on the table, but I'm working on an actual class. And I should probably turn on the light just a second. Okay, sorry. That is my sewing machine, and I have space for it on my desk, but I'm starting a class and I have to take my machine with me, so it's inside my bag. And I'll probably keep it stored there just because it's just easier, and it'll keep my desk clear. But when I'm working on a project, I have enough room to leave it out, unlike before. That's my on-the-go bag. And so here is my workspace. The items on top, some of these books are the ones that I just showed you because I just received them and I recorded a video. These are the items that I need for my upcoming class, and so I have those prepped in the to-go case. Here is some items that I actually painted over the course of a couple of years for my birthday. Inside is where I keep my scissors and some of my smaller rulers that I don't have in my bag. Usually I'm gonna keep them in here so that while I'm working and cutting, I have space here. And this is actually where I would keep my sewing machine as well. This is just a 6-foot, I guess you would consider it a party table. And I'm gonna cover it, but for now, it is what it is. The wall is blank, so I'm hoping to put some items there. Below the table, which is why I need a table, is where my yarn box yarn is. This is some of my yarn that is prepped for projects, that is already in project bags. And over here is more of the same. All of that is yarn box yarn. And so it's spread out across them. And down there are some of my larger rulers. Here are, my threads. This one is for my quilting and my quilting threads, which I only have a few, which is why you really can't see it. And these are just standard all-purpose threads. And I have a labeler, and we're working on getting everything labeled. And in that over there is miscellaneous stuff like string and yarn, like when I'm doing provisional cast-ons and things like that. Over here on the side is a round wood table, which I use when I'm recording tutorials and also when I'm recording my videos for my laptop to sit on, because I actually sit in the open area so that I can set up my lights. Here is just a mesh, and it looks so unorganized. This is old. Like, you see all my markings for my kids when they were little, but I just repurposed what I had. This is something else that I painted many years ago for my birthday, and it's just pencils, measuring tape, nail files, cards for writing. This is a tea set that I brought home from China. This was made and given to me for a swap, which is my name is on it. This also came from Beijing, and I brought this back with me from China. This was a gift. This is something that I got from Park Avenue Yarns when she had a knit night, and so it's a coffee candle, and I love candles. I have more around here. All of this is just a mixture of stuff. I have my shaw pins. This is for my drawing. I have markers and pencils and micron pens and all of that for my drawing. This is a mixture of, actually, this box does not stay in here. This box goes on top of the table when I'm sewing, because I have straight pins, I have glue, I have all types of things. Here's my clipboard for taking notes. Here are my cards that I put in my items when I deliver them. My headphones, just my lighter for my candles. All of those are my cards for my yarn box, because I have a file that I'm going to start filing them for the back stitches. This is my sewing machine book. Here is a lot of our craft stuff for beading, my different glues for like glue basting, no fray, a tacky glue. There's more stuff down there, sprayed glues, a lot of beads for our jewelry and other projects. And here are all of my straight pins and clips and all that type of stuff. And this also goes on the tabletop while I'm working. This is just a mixture of stuff that I need to record, paper, pens, all kinds of stuff. It's just like thrown in. So my extension cord, Sharpies, all types of stuff just to keep me organized a little bit. Here are all of my paper patterns. Here's one of the candles I told you. It's like all my candles are here. These are my paper patterns. These are the newer ones. These are my older ones. And all down there is nothing but candles. From swaps, candles my sister gave me, candles I purchased, and I just love them. Love them, love them. Okay. I think that is it. Oh, inside the closet. Okay. So it's kind of organized, but kind of not. Across the bottom is all of my my batting. One of the containers at the bottom, the very bottom, is scrap batting, and down there is yarn for a sweater that I'm preparing to make. And in the little one right there is like little whatnotty things, like bigger machine things, and it's just yeah, that's what's in there. All of these cases, it's hard to see, but all of these cases are where I'm going to put my, I'm sorry it's dark, but I'll put fabric in once I get a good folding system. These boxes here are projects that are already paired. Like here's a, for my other class, this is my squares for my monthly block of the month. These are also projects that are already paired with all of the fabric. These type of boxes here are just plain fabrics that I either have the fat quarters or leftover large pieces of fabric that have not been folded. Up here, in here are all things like zippers and purse handles and a lot of stuff for my knitting, like buttons and all of that are in here. This is a project, pre-cut squares for some project bags for a gift that I'm working on. One is actually already done. I'll show you real quick. Okay. See, here's the bag that I've already made. I just need to add the string. Isn't it nice? It's lined, and then I have more fabric in there already prepared to make. What else? Those are my lights, my light bulbs, and there are nothing but bags, project bags, plastic bags, all of that. And at the very top is oh, jewelry making stuff, beads and all kind of good stuff. Up there is, oh, that's just empty boxes for items that I have shelved so that I can keep them. My winder, and that is my stand for my tripod. And so I believe you have all had the grand tour in my chair. And so that's kind of where I sit for that. That's everything. And I showed you that. Yes, that's everything. So here's the room. I'll go back to another angle. And again, I'm in the open, but I mean, I'm loving it because I have my own workspace. Again, I repurposed everything. The only thing that I purchased were these shoe boxes, which I bought from Walmart for 94 cents each. And so I bought those. And I also bought this little drawer here, which was like $4. So total, I only spent $25 to do this room. Everything else, I just repurposed old stuff from the kids. Like all of these things, I have intentions to paint them, but I mean, I'm in no hurry. And the last thing I probably want to show you is this. This is like my small library of knitting books and crochet books. And I have a lot of paper patterns, but these are a lot of the books and stuff that I use to teach myself to knit. And you've seen them in hauls. Oh, here's my paper and my sketch pads. I do a little bit of sketching, not a lot. I like to do, I don't see it up here yet. That's probably downstairs in my space. But that's it. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk with you all soon.